Hi everybody. So what you're looking at here are some materials that I'm going to use to plant some seeds. I'm going to talk to you about the process of planting the seeds, and then over the next few weeks we're going to do some observations to see if we can get anything to grow. Okay, so what I have here are just some common household containers that you can use to turn into your pot for planting your seeds. This is just a regular egg carton, and you can use these little spots right here to pour your dirt and your seeds in, or you can cut the top off of one of these cartons with some scissors, just cut around. And then you can use the bottom portion to put your dirt in and your seeds in, and to the water that you pour in there will not leak. So today I'm actually going to use the egg carton because I want to plant my seeds in multiple compartments so that I can spread my seeds out and my plants out when I'm ready to plant them. Okay, so I went ahead and prepared some of the things that I'm going to use here. I cut this just to show you what you can do with the carton, and then you could put your dirt down in there if you wanted to. And I went ahead and I added some dirt here to each one of these individual spaces in my egg carton. And you can use any kind of soil. I'm using a seed starter, but you don't have to do that. And now I'm going to put my seeds down in the soil. I bought some black-eyed Susan seeds, and this is a kind of flower, and these can be planted outside and they come back every year. You can get whatever kind of seed that you want to try. I really enjoy doing tomatoes every season, but I wasn't able to find those, so I went ahead and got some of my favorite flowers. Okay, and so I've opened up my seed package, and as you can see, these little seeds are very, very small. So when you're opening them, be really, really careful that you don't spill them everywhere, because the little package is easy to rip open, and then the seeds could spill. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking my fingers, and I'm pinching a little bit of seeds. I'm not counting them out or anything. I'm just getting a few. Then I'm putting them down in each little spot here. I think I skipped that one. And I'm just using my finger to push them down underneath the soil. Okay. And I've got a few more here left. Just going to put them in this one. And push it down underneath there. Okay, now I'm going to take this little scoop that I used to fill up each one of the little containers here, and I'm just going to use that to kind of cover up the seeds and make sure that they're down inside there. I'm going to be gentle though. I don't want to really break the seeds up because that could damage them, and then they might not grow. So I'm just covering them up, making sure they're down inside each one of the spaces. You want your seeds to be under the soil. So they need to be down underneath all that soil. Okay. Okay, and now the next step is to add some water to each one of these spaces and get it a little damp. Now, the important thing to remember is that you do not want so much water that there's big puddles. So right now, this water is sitting on top of my soil, and that's okay. I'm going to give it a moment to absorb. And then I'm also going to take the little spoon again and kind of mix it in there. And I'm just pouring just a little bit of water in each one of these little spaces. And now I'm going to take and sort of mix that water in to the soil a little bit better. And it will start to absorb into the soil. And I don't want big puddles, because if the seeds are drowning basically, then they won't start. So they can't be too wet. It's just kind of like any other plant. If you add too much water, it's not good for the roots and the growth of the plant. And it's the same thing with these seeds. They don't want too much water. Okay, so I'm going to give that a little bit of time for the water to kind of soak in there. Okay, it's starting to absorb now. Kind of sink a little bit more to the bottom. So it's always best to add just little bits of water at a time and wait and see if you need more once it absorbs down into the soil. But you don't want your seeds sitting in large puddles of water. So mine here have just a little bit of water in there. And it's just a little damp. Okay, and now the last step is to take my container with my dirt and my seeds and find a sunny space for those to sit. Okay, so I put mine right here in a nice sunny windowsill, and this is going to get sunlight almost all hours of the day, and that's a really good place to put seeds. I'm going to water my dirt each time I see that it starts to get a little bit dry. So what I'll do each day is I'll just press on top, and I'll feel if this starts feeling dry, then I know that it's time to add water. And each day I'm going to look to see if there's anything sprouting in there. And then the next video we do, we're going to make a plant journal together, so we can draw some pictures and we can do some observations of our seeds every day. Happy planting, everybody.